Hey, good evening. It's Tuesday, October 25th, and great to have you out here this evening. It's almost sunset, as you can see. It's actually a lot darker than what the camera shows. But it's such a pretty night, and I wanted to be able to talk a little bit out here for us to have an understanding of God's goodness to us. And the question I have comes from Luke's Gospel, and it's this: why do you give? Why do you love? And notice what Jesus says to that and help us understand this. He says, if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even the sinners, even the pagans do that. See, so often we just give or love because of what comes back to us. Maybe not in the short term, but maybe in the longer term. I'll put up with a bunch of stuff because I think I'm going to get something back. And what Jesus says, if we think that way, if we live that way, if we give that way, if we love that way, we are essentially copying the world. We're doing things the way that everybody else does it without reference to the wonder of God that has been done to me. See, that's the point that Jesus is making in the Beatitudes and on the Sermon on the Mount. We have been claimed by God, and it's a beautiful, special thing. The love of God. He doesn't love me because I'll love him back. He loves me and enables me to love him back. He doesn't do it to get. But you see, the pattern of our country, our culture, our world around us is to live, to love, and to give to get something back. And what Jesus is saying is that you and I already have more than we could ever ask or imagine. We have the full riches of heaven. We have forgiveness with Christ. We have standing before God. He knows us. He cares for us. He's involved in our lives. So that when I love someone, when I give something to someone, it's not a matter of bargaining. It's not a matter of trying to do something so it'll work out well for me. I do it so that it will work out well for God, so that God is honored. And that other people can't look at us and say, well, he's just doing that so he'll get something back. See, that's the way they think. That's the way the world thinks. If it's in personal relationships, I'm going to be talking about future husbands tomorrow. And one of the most important things to see in a future husband is, can he give without expecting something back? But that needs to be the model for all of us. Can you and I give without expecting something back? Because we've already been given all that we could ask or imagine. We have relationship with God. We have hope. So if someone is unkind to me, terribly unkind, says mean, hurtful things, or perhaps is selfish in their actions, I don't need to respond to them by being weak or just not doing anything. I need to respond to them aggressively, using the weapons of the Spirit to love them and show the mercy and power of God. It doesn't mean I let them do whatever they want. It means I'm committed to serving God. See, that protects me from loving them to get something back, from giving something to someone to get something back. May God cleanse us of that mindset. May we listen to Jesus' words here. and realize that the giver of life has given us so much. That's why the Psalms urge us to be overflowing with gratitude. And then I'm not in a relationship with people where I'm keeping score, as 1 Corinthians says. Well, have they done this many good things? Maybe I can do something for them. No, I do something good because God's called me to do it. Not because it makes me weak or passive, but because it makes me strong and aggressive to love the way that God calls me to love. I don't need to give. I don't need to love. I don't need to live, and neither do you, to get something back. We need to live, love, and give to give something to God, to honor Him, and let Him honor us, instead of trying to get our honor from other people. And that's the thought for this night. Do you give to get something back? That's what the world's doing. We need to give so that God's name is honored. Thanks so much for being here. Check us out everydaytalk247.com. If you haven't subscribed, turn on post notifications. These videos will come right to you. Again, such a blessing to be with you each day. And Lord willing, we'll be here tomorrow. And again, thanks so much for your encouragement with the shorts. I'm enjoying doing those, and I appreciate your feedback on them and your participation. Anyway, great to be with you this night. Lord bless. See you soon. Bye-bye.